Hi, my name is Akan. Currently submitting for Beautiful Health for the Proof of Hackathon. I had an interest in 1 or 2 weeks in this hackathon. So essentially, my product is, or my project is Beautiful Health. I do have a background in healthcare, so I had this idea of creating something to solve certain problems in healthcare. And one of the main challenges we currently have in healthcare is the problem of um, we do not have like a patient centric health record. And all have these issues, especially because I currently do work in the NHS where we have multiple occurrence of data breaches because they have a centralized information model where everything is like all usually stored in house, and that makes it quite susceptible to frequent data breaches. So what I'm proposing in this project is a decentralized patient-centric health record um, that's managed using smart contracts on the MultiverseX um, blockchain. And then on top of that, you can now perform certain diagnostic functions on this health data to get useful insights. So essentially, that's what Beautiful Health is all about. And if you have a look at the repo, which the links will be attached there, there's like a base contract that's already deployed on like the DevNet itself, and a DApp that's still currently being um, developed. I've deployed it on Verso. Um, so essentially, what this app in the future is supposed to help you do is you have like a workspace like this, and then you upload your X-ray images you want to be analyzed, and then the AI model works and helps you make sense of it. So I used a monorepo structure for this project, and it's got like multiple packages in it. Firstly, is the contract itself. One of the main problems with healthcare data is that there's a problem of data interoperability, where healthcare institutions struggle to transfer data from one health facility to another because they are usually not compliant. Certain solutions have arisen in the past where there are certain standards like Open EHR and FIHR. So in designing this contract, I tried to keep that in mind and make the contract somewhat Open EHR compliant. And it's called like a main entry point, which is like the indexer, and then there's a module that manages storage and another module that manages every doc entry, and then there's a util that contains various structs that are actually components from like the Open EHR doc. So I did spend time trying to organize the state layers of this contract. It's deployed, the based one, although I still do need to add certain endpoints to them. Um, so after that, we then have the DAP package, which I have already showed you is built with Next.js and deployed on Verso. Um, Eventually, in the future, it's going to get much more integration. I'm going to build out a proper dashboard where people can come and try out um, persisting data to the smart contracts and also uploading their X-ray images to be analyzed. And then next, this is actually an idea which I wish I had started earlier. It's like a distributed storage. The thing about healthcare data is that it's so sensitive, and because of that, we're usually reluctant to persist them to general purpose blockchains. Um, so there's actually a need to create like a unique and novel means of content addressable distributed file storage, something similar to IPFS. So that's what I was trying to design here. It's actually written in Go. Um, I hope it would be ready in time for the hackathon submission. And finally, Pistachio. Pistachio is um, it's a Python fast API, model that's capable of analyzing chest x-rays. So I currently do have a server running using Fast API and Unicron. Fast API creates the docs automatically for me. So I'll just reload this. Currently, there are two endpoints as seen with by the docs, and there's a get and a post request for the analyze subdomain. And if you go to try it out and I upload an x-ray, yeah, this chest x-ray actually, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of what this person has, but it's just to show you that some things actually work. So if you execute that, it says yeah, it's successful. And if we look at the back end, it actually does go ahead to analyze the chest x-rays. So I guess the one with the highest score right now is a pneumothorax. I'm not going to go into what a pneumothorax actually is. And also it says there's some infiltrative changes also. And when you do look at the x-ray, it actually looks like there is some pneumothorax in it. So which speaks to the accuracy of this model. In the future, the intention is to deploy this model in decentralized pods using Katesi. So we are working with a fully decentralized all-in-one platform rather than leaving certain things to be centralized. This model is currently being deployed on Verso. I would attach a link if it doesn't work on Verso. I've documented links on how to reproduce this locally. So essentially, it generates a unique ID hash, and that hash is then used to that hash is then sent to the beautiful contract, which is then stored as a specific doc. Was an interesting project. I certainly did learn a lot from this because I had to spend time going through the metaverse docs. There's still certainly lots of work to be done. This is what the GitHub repository looks like. Still certainly a lot of work to be done. And yeah, this is a general overview. So we've got an API gateway, and then the distributed file storage, and then we've got the API model, which is currently on Fast and will be on Katesi eventually, and contracts. This project will actually be a good candidate for sovereign chains because of the sensitive nature of health data. So my intention in the future is like sovereign chain that's has certain precompiles, like allowing for specific contract deployers to that network. I did something similar on Avalanche. I'm not quite sure if it can be reproduced on MultiverseX. And lastly, I do have my roadmap here, my hackathon goals, and my goals for this project by the end of the year and also next year. So thank you very much, and I hope you have an interesting time while going through my repo. Thank you.